Thumbnail text bracelet betrayal symbol broken chain bracelet right, shadowed initial left. SEO title 67 chars. 30s hook. The pendant felt warm against my collarbone, initial forged by a stranger's hands. His bracelet, cold steel. He called it endearing, but Lilly saw the fracture before I did. That boutique owner, she melts metals together for a living, knows what barns like when they snap. 2 weeks later, I learned initials aren't just letters, they are alibis. And the worst part wasn't who he gave the third bracelet to. SEO description: when a handmade bracelet reveals more than love, cracks become canyons. Why did he want his initial on your wrist? Toxic relationships breed in symbolic lies. Emotional manipulation, trust collapse. The vibration against my thigh felt normal until I saw Lilly's name. Her message unfurled like a snake, paragraphs, dissecting the silver J circling my wrist. She wrote, My thumb smudged the screen, scrolling up through accusations disguised as concern, each word carving deeper than the last. 3 weeks earlier, sunlight pooled in that little boutique as Lilly held up the necklace with my A. Shed trilled, the smell of melted wax and jasmine clinging to her sweater. When the owner mentioned matching bracelets, Lilly watched silently as I chose his initial instead. I grinned, texting him a photo. His reply blinked back instantly. But Lilly's smile hardened the second the clerk handed me the bag. Shed joked in the parking lot, too sharp to be playful. The drive home was all sideways glances and barbed silence. Now her texts multiply like mold. Group chat alert flares on my screen. She's rallied Sarah and Marisol. Screenshots of my bracelet circled in red. Lily's message pulses above a string of confused emojis from the girls. Sarah types, but the damage coils cold in my stomach. James finds me shaking on the bathroom floor later, my wrist raw from scrubbing at the chain. I whisper. His thumb brushes the J gently, the way he touches the scar below my ribs like something precious. But when my phone lights up with Lily's offer to the real violation, crystallizes this isn't about jewelry. It's about control, wearing concerned skin. My best friend of 6 years wants to the love she helped create. I press J against my lips, tasting salt and metal. The girl who once held back my hair while I puked tequila now plots to dismantle this piece by piece. Why? The notification chimed like a doorbell in an empty house. I stared at Lily's latest Messagia wall of text, accusing me of voluntary submission, because I wore Jake's initial against my pulse point. My thumb hovered over the screen, trembling. This wasn't concern. This was an autopsy on a relationship she helped create. 2 weeks earlier, Lilly grinned as the boutique owner clasped my new necklace. Couple goals, Shed teased, holding up matching bracelets. But when the owner said they lacked my initial, her smile stiffened. Get his, Lilly suggested too quickly. Hell love being your literal. Her laugh scratched like a rusty hinge. Now her texts were scalpel blades. The bracelet's metal suddenly felt like a handcuff chain. Then my phone erupted, a group chat I hadn't opened in months. Lily's message blared at the top, 3 darts pulsed. A friend replied another Lily's response. I dropped my phone. It clattered against tile as Jake walked in, humming. His smile died when he saw Mechnies pulled to my chest, bracelet glinting under the kitchen lights. What's wrong? He reached for me. I flinched. His hand froze. Did I? No. Never you. The lie tasted metallic. Because part of me wondered when Lilly handed me to him like a gift 2 years ago. Had she already planted the bomb in the wrapping paper? I didn't reply to her. Not to the texts, not to the chat. But at 3 a.m., I stood before the bathroom mirror, fingering the J dangling from my wrist. For the first time, I tried to see what Lilly saw. All I found was my reflection and the ghost of her approval, slowly eroding the edges of what I knew was real. The screen lit up like a detonation. Lily's text wasn't just words, it was ash in my mouth, each sentence spreading slower than the last. I ran my thumb over the bracelet's metal edge. Initial. Cold warmth. 2 years of inside jokes and forehead kisses, and stitching my sweater when I unraveled it knitting. Now Lilly called it a Carla. We stood in that boutique together, shoulders brushing. Shed laughed when I'd chosen the bracelet, her fingers on my wrist as the sunlight caught the pendant. Shed said, 2 weeks later, my phone vibrates with her manifesto. The group chat exploded. Sarah replied with a skull emoji. Mia asked if we were doing bitcoins now, but oath silence was worse than the jokes. Watching our friends witness Lilly dissect my relationship like a lab frog, her scalpel-sharp concern slicing through years of trust. She's the architect. She built this bridge between him and me with her own hands at that sophomore party, and now she's pouring gasoline on the wood, screaming as she lights the match. My shaking finger hovers over his contact photo, his ridiculous snorkeling grin from Costa Ricard. I almost call. Almost. But Lily's poison works fast, spins in my throat like a razor blade. The bracelet feels heavier now, like evidence. Her last message glows irony, bleeds because it's voice that's fading, replaced by this performative savior persona draping my autonomy in straitjacket plastic. The pendant leaves a red mark on my wrist. I press harder. My phone buzzes like a live wire against the diner table, Lily's name flashing like a warning. The text explodes across my screen, paragraphs dissecting my bracelet like it's evidence of a crime, each word vacuuming the air from my lungs. When she drags our friends into that group chat, notification chiming like a countdown, I press the bracelet's cool metal pendant between my thumb and finger. His initial digs into my skin. This thing she's treating like a shackle. I chose it. Asked him. He blushed when I showed him, called it sweet. 6 years of inside jokes and emergency midnight drives. She held my hair back when I puked after prom. She's the one who nudged me toward him at that party, winking when our hands brushed over the snack bowl. You two are inevitable, she'd sing-songed, refilling my drink. Now her texts pixelate as my vision blurs, demands disguised as rescue ropes. The pendant warms against my palm. I keep thinking of the jewelry shop owner's calloused handshow. She'd smiled while explaining the solder process, how love shaped raw materials into something that lasts. Our group chat pings again. One friend types another, the silence after eats all the oxygen. I catch my reflection in the diner window clutching the bracelet like it's the edge of a cliff, watching the girl who stitched our lives together unravel the seams stitch by stitch. Her next message pops up. My thumb hovers over the keyboard, tasting metal. The vibration hits my thigh like a wasp sting. Our group chat lights up with Lily's profile, picture sunflower. Ironic, know her message unfurling in real time. Our friend's responses blink dully beneath her sermon confused emojis. A single my thumb hovers over the screen, the new bracelet cold against my wrist. I remember how the boutique smelled honeysuckle and solder. The owner's hands were dusted with silver flakes as she explained the 342 deal. Lilly stood beside me, silent, while I chose the pendant. The woman asked. I said, grinning. He FaceTimed me that night, laughing soft into the camera when I showed him. He whispered. I fell asleep tracing the V against my pulse point. But Lilly started the next morning, Shed said over breakfast, staring at my wrist like I'd grafted his skin there. I laughed then. But she didn't. Texts piled up, and each notification made the V dig deeper, a tiny anchor dragging through bone. Now in the group chat, she's deploying bullet points. My fingers ache to type. The sunflower icon marks me. She handed me the match that lit this happiness. Now she's blowing on the flame, leaning close to whisper. My thumb finds the pendant. Solid. Real. But the question she plants thrums louder. The screen glows with her final volley, as if the bracelet's the fracture. Not us. Not her. I mute the chat. The silence rings like a bell, trapping her words, my breath, the V against my skin. How do you unbreak trust? You don't. You just sweep the shards further under the rug, careful not to look when they cut.
The concerned terrorism begins in jasmine-scented Bauta-Questo's velvet-lined war zones, where Lilly first weaponized your joy. Note how she pathologizes Jake's initial press to your pulse point, transforming jewelry into evidence of pathology. Her texts, errant messages, Thayer containment protocols for a love she couldn't control. True sadists sterilize their scalpels. Lilly dresses hers in emojis and the group chat, a public dissection theater, by broadcasting your bracelet as a accessory. She reframes devotion as degradation, forcing your friends to pick a side in her manufactured crisis. Observe the bracelet's metamorphosis in her rhetorica gift becomes a manacle, then a brand. Gaslighting requires props, and Lilly mass-produced yours. When you scrubbed your wrist raw, you weren't cleansing skin, you were trying to erase the archetype she branded onto your relationship. Her fatal miscalculation, weaponizing the scar below your ribs. Jake touched both wounds, the first from trauma, the second from tenderness. Lilly can't reconcile that the girl she saved now chooses a love that doesn't need salvation. Her texts seethe with the panic of an architect watching her blueprint ignite. This outrow isn't about losing a friend. It's burying the girl who held back your hair. One Lilly euthanized the moment your happiness stopped orbiting hers. When control masquerades as care, destruction is performed without fingerprints. Walk into that silence. Let your bracelet click. No longer proof of submission but defiance breathing against your bones.